Got me wondering, babe, what's a good man supposed to do? Hey, hey.
Hey folks, Mikey here from the Boundary Waters Blues Fest. And if you don't know about the Boundary Waters Blues Fest, shame on you, first of all. We're doing it in Grand Rapids now, and we're joined today with Kevin Burt, who played at the 2010 festival. And Kevin is here this week in Grand Rapids as part of the Blues in the Schools program, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. But I wanted to first talk a little bit about how I discovered Kevin. And I didn't really discover him. The way it works is, with Blues Fest, you get piles and piles of submissions from different people. And a friend of mine from Ely said, you got to get this guy from Iowa. Is it Iowa?
Iowa.
Get this guy from Iowa. His name's Kevin Burt, Kevin B.F. Burt. So finally, eventually, I checked him out on YouTube, and he got my attention, which says a lot because I get a lot of music submissions. But when somebody sticks out and gets your attention, then, well, why don't we have you play, before we'll ask all the, the interview questions and stuff, all that interview stuff, but I want you to get their attention.
Do you want the song that got your attention?
Sure.
All right.
You remember the song that got my attention? That must have meant something to you.
This is a song that I wrote. Actually, I spent a little bit of time in New York, and I actually wrote the song in New York. Being the artsy kind of guy that I am, thinking about what it would be like to be somewhere and have love at first sight strike you, but then lose track of the person that you saw. That kind of thing could happen in a place like New York. So, this song's called "Something Special About You," and this is how it goes. See you walking by my door and a smile. Doesn't like what I see, so I run outside. Try to catch you, but you've already passed me by. I go back inside, but I can't seem to get you, baby, off my mind. I keep thinking about you, wondering about you. I don't even know your name. But somehow I feel my life has changed because I feel the need to let you know, baby, that you move me in a special way. I just want one chance to say that there is something special about you, baby, to make me smile each and every time I think about your pretty face. And there is something special about you, baby, to make me smile and wanna get to know you just a little bit better. And maybe someday, babe, you pass by my way again, and I'ma run outside and I'ma grab you by your hand, and I'ma tell you right there, darling, just how much I wanna be your man, baby. Oh, and I know that just might scare you away, but there's a chance I have to take. I can't go another second, minute, hour, darling, without knowing your name. 'Cause you see, you're some kind of superstar. At least I think that you are, because you shine so much brighter than all the others by far. There is something special about you, baby, to make me smile each and every time I think about your pretty face. And there is something special about you, baby, to make me smile and wanna get to know you just a little bit better. And maybe someday, baby, I'll see you, you'll see me, and our eyes will meet from across a crowded room, and I'll smile, you'll smile back at me. Then I'll tell you exactly what it is that you and me are gonna do, baby. Oh, we're gonna walk up to each other and grab each other by the hand. I'm gonna say something kind of cool about you, and you're gonna look at me and say, hey, baby, I feel the same way about you too. And then I'm gonna tell you about that day when you pass right by my way, and then you know exactly. Hello, darling, I've been waiting to see. It's something special about you, baby, to make me smile each and every time I think about your pretty face. And there is something special about you, baby, to make me smile and wanna get to know you just a little bit better. Is something special about you, baby, make me smile each and every time I think about your pretty face. And there is something special about you, baby, that make me smile and wanna get to know you.
See? Told you. There he is, Kevin Burton. That was fantastic. That got you booked right away.
That's what you said.
Now we got to know how a guy from Coralville, Iowa,
Well, that's where I live now.
home of the blues, you know, Coralville, Iowa. How'd you get into music?
You know, music actually ended up getting into me. To give you the very abridged version, I finished college, got an opportunity to play Canadian football with the Hamilton Tiger Cats. They cut me from the squad, you know, too short, too American, all that fun stuff. I moved to Iowa City, Iowa, right next door to Coralville, to get into graduate school. I'm going to go to the University of Iowa to graduate school. Sent out 7 resumes when I got there. Got offered 5 jobs. So I said, skip school. I'm going to go just work. And so I took all 5 jobs. And I just staggered them and worked, 18, 20 hours a day, whatever it took. And one of the jobs that I had, my boss heard me singing in the office one day. And just by chance, her son was a part of a group of guys that were just forming a blues band. And they were looking for a vocalist. And she felt that I should be that vocalist. And kind of through hook and crook, she, invited me to join their family for dinner one night. And got over there, and it wasn't no dinner, it was a rehearsal for the band. And they had me audition, and they liked what they heard. And so I started singing. And so I went from singing in 5 jobs to shortly after singing with 4 jobs,
Right.
singing with 3, singing with 2, singing with 1, and singing.
Now, do you normally perform when you're out doing your thing? Do you do it by yourself, or do you do it with a band now? Or
As often as I can, play with a band, but I perform 300 plus shows a year. 325 is my mark. This year I just got done with taxes, getting everything together. Uncle Sam, I just got done with all of that, so I'm paying. I'm slated to pay taxes on 326 shows this year. And so the most shows that I've done in one calendar year is 420. But I got sick that year. I worked myself to sick, and I won't do that again. But 325, I can do that.
so there is no day job for Kevin Burton.
Music.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
That's good. That's not easy to make a living.
Well, music's my hustle.
Music,
It's not easy to make a living doing anything. So my push to every soul that's on this planet is, if it ain't gonna be easy, at least do what you love. That's got to be a priority. I think everybody on this planet has a talent that they've been given, and that's what you're supposed to do. And until you are willing to kind of let go and allow the powers that be to give you the right information to move in the direction you're supposed to move on, that thing will just keep popping up. It'll just keep popping up. I think that's how the entrepreneurs of this world become those. It's not just a haphazard idea. It's something that keeps coming back to them. And eventually they give in, and they do it, and they realize this is what I'm supposed to do. I don't know that I'm the best at it or anything. I just know it's what I'm supposed to do.
Well, we're supposed to talk about blues in the schools.
Oh, cool.
But we're not going to do that right now because, you know, we're going to squeeze as much music out of you as we can.
Don't squeeze too hard. That's
Okay.
all I ask, man. You know, what, you know, that one was kind of syrupy and sappy. We'll do some straight ahead blues at you. You know, it's a blues festival, and folks have their preconceived sets on what blues is, and so this was my take on something that had that more delta, more traditional. This song's called "You Gone," and it goes like this here. Darling, my baby, you know I love you, honey, but sometimes you drive me crazy. I just want to be here for you, honey. Never want to do you any wrong, but I can't do nothing for you, can I, baby? When I'm out there looking for you all night long, child, and you gone, you gone. Oh, little girl, you gone. You see, I never anticipated, no. Honey, baby, you was gonna leave me here all alone. Oh, I tried, but you lied. They ain't do nothing, baby, but make a grown man cry. I just want to be here for you, girl. I wasn't ever gonna do you wrong, but I can't do you no kind of way, can I, baby? Looking for you all night long and you're gone, yeah. Oh, little girl, you're gone. You see, I never anticipated, no. Honey, baby, you was gonna leave me here all alone. Yeah. Listen to me now, I'll tell you like this here. Well, I want you to know that it hurt me so when you look me in the eye talking about how you don't need me no more. I guess I can't help but have to understand. Folks said you found another man. Can't help but think maybe, baby, somehow that was always your plan. Cause you and I both know it, baby. I said that we both know it's true. That there ain't no way on God's green earth that he gon' love you better, baby, than I do. You know I'm gonna be right here for you, baby. And you know I was always gonna keep you safe and warm. But I can't do a thing for you, can I, honey? When I'm out there looking for you all night long, child, and you're gone. Well, little girl, you're gone. You see, I never anticipated, no. Honey, baby, you gonna leave me here all alone. Yeah. Oh, baby, you gone, yeah. Oh, little girl, you gone. You see, I never anticipated, no. I said it, I never anticipated, no. See, I never anticipated, honey, baby, you was gonna leave me here all alone.
And the crowd goes wild.
Security.
They're clapping at home.